Hello, welcome to Andy Reviews, and today I will be reviewing Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight was released in 2017 and was an immediate success for developers at Team Cherry, and was initially released for PC, and console followed about a year later. Team Cherry's small but unusually effective team put together what some would consider to be a quiet masterpiece. After all, it has a 10 out of 10 on Steam and a 5 out of 5 on Fangamer. Hollow Knight also acquired some DLCs, so where exactly does it place in 2020? I will grade Hollow Knight off of gameplay, story, graphics, tune, and of course the price. Starting with the gameplay, you play as a knight in a dark, gloomy ghost town called Dirtmouth, with basically zero idea of where or who you are. And there is a well, which you explore, of course, and this is where the enemies come into play. There are over 150 enemies, each of which has its own dangers. And I'm pretty sure all monsters do drop what you would call Geo, the currency of the game. Geo can be used to buy all sorts of things. My personal favorite is definitely charms. Charms give your knight what you may call power-ups and cool special abilities, each of which should be used in an effective way if you would like to make any progress. The world opens up with Green Path, a nice change of pace compared to the dark, gloomy world you set into. Instead, you see a nice green, beautiful landscape. Hollow Knight has mastered atmospheres, and wherever you are, that kind of depicts how you strategize. This creates deep immersion and a sense of wonder of what is beneath me. Next on the list is story. So Hollow Knight's story is what I would call very, very, very complicated. This one game has more lore than all the new Star Wars movies put together. What I like about Hollow Knight is you have to piece together what happened, which is very familiar to Breath of the Wild, another top-notch game. Except Hollow Knight does not care if you care about the story. It lets you decide if you care about it or not. If you do, well, you have a very intricate, well-crafted story to unravel. Many mysteries still have not been answered today. So the next topic is graphics. So Hollow Knight's graphics are extremely unique and well-crafted. It is definitely not going for realism, however the world is still breathtakingly complex. The amount of detail in this gigantic world is crazy. And Team Cherry did an amazing job using atmospheres to make the world feel alive. Next on the list is tune, or what you may call the flow and movement of the game. I do feel like I have complete control of my character. There's a small subtle animation even when you jump or dash, and you can do extremely hard parkour because cool jumping techniques were implemented into the game on how the longer you press the jump button, the higher you jump, as well as the knight uses abilities such as Mantis Claw to further his exploration of the world. This is a very interesting aspect to the game, which they implemented very well. I wish more games adopted these ideas. They're very clever and give the sense of progression. Many of the bosses are, if not more agile than you, such as the Mantis Lords. Each boss teaches you a new lesson and how you should strategize and approach each new challenge. This game will test your patience, but feels fair, not like the game is just trying to bloat the campaign for a couple more hours. Last but not least is definitely the price. Hollow Knight currently costs $15, which is an extremely fantastic price. I would put it in the mid-40 range, but I don't think Team Cherry's in it for the money, which does give me a lot of hope for the Hollow Knight sequel, Silksong. All that's left is to grade the game off of the 5 categories. So first on the list is gameplay. I will definitely give it a 10 out of 10. Next is story, which I will also give a 10 out of 10. Next are the graphics, which is a bit preference based, but I like it a lot, so I will give it a 10 out of 10. Next is tune, which is well deserving of a 10 out of 10. Last but not least, which I will also give a 10 out of 10, which is price. So Hollow Knight's final score is a perfect 50 out of 50. If you did enjoy today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And please comment what other games I should do. I'm thinking about doing Firewall Zero Hour, which is a VR game next. So just comment some ideas for a good next video. Alright, adios.